In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. All of us want to be happy, but there are very, very few people who are happy, who have achieved happiness, or who remain happy usually most of the time. Why is it the case, by the way? Does it mean that happiness is something very, very expensive? Should it mean that? I think happiness is not as expensive as gold. Happiness is not anything which is as expensive as platinum. So, why has it become a commodity which remains in short supply for most of the time to most of the people, to overwhelming number of the people? Why is it like that? Were it a very expensive one, then were it a very expensive one, then the rich people, the people who are possessing the luxuries, they would have been found happy usually most of the time. But this is not the case actually. This is not the case actually. The people who are so rich, they are not happier than the others. So this means that happiness is not something which is very expensive. Simply, we are unhappy because we don't know the dynamics of it. We are unhappy because we are not very clear about it. What is happiness? How can it be achieved? How can it be retained? And what are the difficulties on the way to development, on the way to happiness? We don't know the hurdles on the way to happiness. We don't know the ways to reach the destination of the happiness. We don't know the nitty gritty of it. That is why we remain unhappy. What is the trouble in your opinion? Why do people remain unhappy usually? What is there according to your point of view? I am of the view, I am of the view that we have attached our happiness to our achievements, to our successes. That is why we have forbidden it, that I shall not be happy, I shall not feel, I have no right to be happy unless and until I do succeed in achieving something worthwhile, something which can earn me the enviousness or the appreciation of the people around me. If I don't achieve anything like this one, I have no reason to be happy. We have attached the conditions with the happiness. That is the reason we remain unhappy, because we have attached it with so many of the other things. That is why we remain unhappy. Unless and until we don't remove those conditions, we will not become happy and we will not be able to remain happy. Why? Because the achievements are not something very, very common. We cannot remain In the achievement mode for a longer period of time. It's not like we are making achievement for all the time. Achievements, obviously, it is earned only after a lot of time. Achievement can be earned only after a lot of time and not very, very frequently. But as for the happiness is concerned, we do need the happiness for all the time. We do need happiness for all the time, for most of the time. So we cannot depend upon our achievements, our so called progress. And that is why we have now come to know the reason behind our unhappiness. Now we need to know how to become happy. So I'm going to present the three principles which will ensure our happiness inshallah. First of all, we need to include the happiness into our objectives. We need to induct the happiness into our agenda. It is part of our goals. It is part of our major goals, first of all. Number two, it is our top priority. Let's make it a top priority. It's not only a priority in the life. First of all, we have to make it a priority in the life. Then, after that, we do have to make it a top priority in the life. Then, thirdly, we need to detach it from the rest of the achievements. I need to be happy on daily basis. I might not be able to make the achievement on daily basis. I might not be able, nobody on earth can do make the major progresses on daily basis. How come shall I be able to do that? But I do need the happiness on daily basis. If I attach it with my achievement, then I shall be happy only once in a while. I shall be happy only once in a while and not so frequently. But I need the happiness on daily basis. I need to be happy on a very, very frequent basis. Why to attach it with the achievement? I need to detach it from the rest of the things. And let me tell you a very good news is that once we become happy, achievements too will become relatively easy. Relatively easy. It will help in making the better achievement. But even if it does not help, it helps or it does not help. We have to become happy unconditionally because now we have detached it. And even if unfortunately, if there is a lack of progress, if there is some sort of regress, even then we need to be happy. We need to be happy unconditionally. We don't need to attach any sort of condition with it, otherwise, we will remain as unhappy as ever. So, that is a formula to become a happy human being. Thank you very much.